Welcome to Moses Learn Lab Data Lovers. My name is Moses and today we are tackling a common analysis challenge that analysts face while trying to analyze data. So we're going to do something very simple but very useful in Excel. It is simple but it's very useful in Excel. Just imagine you brought in a data set that contains full name, for example, and you were asked to extract the first name, the last name, and to combine the first name and the surname with email in a separate column. Just picture such thing was given to you. So let's walk through how to do that. So to get the first name, you use the left function because the first name is at the leftmost part of the full name. Yes. Anytime you see a name given to you, the first name which you are to get is at the left hand side and the surname is at the right hand side. But how do you know how many characters to extract from the first name? Because you have to know the number of characters in that first name. So we need to find the position of the spaces between the first and the last name, which is the surname, right? So for us to know the spaces, we are going to use find or search function. Now the differences between this find or search function is that the find function is case sensitive, while search function is not case sensitive. So we're going to use the find function to locate the position of the space before the surname, so that when we are now extracting, we can take note of that position. Do you understand? So let's get to the position. So we have equality sign, right? Find, right? Now double quote space double quote comma what? The first name, that's the column, the row column of the first name. We want to find the number of characters. You close the bracket, press what? Enter. So we have what? 5. So what it means is that after the first name, remember John is 4 characters, right? The 5th character is the space. The 5th one is the space. So now that we have known the position of the space, let's now extract the first name. So come here, delete it, right? So I start with equality left. Now the name I want to extract, which is A5, right? Comma find open the bracket, double quote space double quote comma the first name. You close the bracket, -1, and you close the bracket again, press enter. So you have the first name, which I believe is correct, John. Now what that -1 does, it remove that space itself. The space that you have before the surname. Because if you did not take care of that space, you will know when the surname also enters there. So you are telling the Excel that the name you are interested in is the first name, but should stop after the first name. Do you understand? So the space and surname will just be what? Deleted, and you'll be left with the first name. So no need of doing for Jane, Peter, Amina, and the rest. So we just do what? We just drag to fill the other what? Rows. Yes. So the surname or the last name. Now the surname is a bit more complicated because it is after the space. Remember, after space before you see the surname. So we'll use formula like write, length, and find function to get it. But there is simpler and smarter method of doing it. Yes, there is simpler and smarter method of doing it if you don't want to use both the write, the length, and the find function. There's another, it's just the easiest, I think. So I'll show you now. So click the cell where you want the surname to be, which is what? C5, right? So you just type manually the first one, the surname, which is Duke. Right. Now, if you want to get the Smith, the Jones, and others, no need of typing them again. Why? Because you have done for the first one. So just use the shortcut Ctrl E. Ctrl what? E. You have the rest of this surname. So what this thing does is that since you have done this first one, you have given the sample of what you want him to do for you, what you want it to do for you. So Excel will just we just apply the same method of the thing you have shown it, which is the first one, alright? It will now replicate using that method, using the short cut formula. But if maybe you don't want to use Ctrl A, you can do it manually. So what you now do is you go to, from this page, you come to this your data. Now under it you see what? Flash fill. Once you click it, it will still give you the same thing, as long as you have done this first one, to just fill it for you. So but we don't want to do it this. We want to use formula to extract the surname. So let me show you what to do to extract that. So we start with what? Equality. The mid. The name we are interested, right? A5, comma, find function, double quote, comma, the name, A5, we close the brackets, plus 1, comma, length, the name we're interested, we close the bracket and close another bracket, remember we have to double close the bracket. I think this is what we got in the first one when we used the flash view. So we also drag it down so that it can automatically fill orders for us. Okay, now we want to get the first name, the surname with email address. So let's say you want to create email address of these names. They don't have email address, so you want to create it using the first name and the last name. Remember the first name is what, MP5, the last name or the surname is in C5, right? So we start with what, equality, lowercase, our first name, which is P5, right, space, double quote, dot, double quote, now our surname is what, C5, isn't it? Then double quote at what, which email should we use? Okay, let's say gmail.com. We'll still close it with double quote. Remember here we opened it. Now close the brackets. Okay. We have the first email within the names. So what we now do is what? You drag to automatically fill orders for you. So just try this formula on your own data and also tell me the step that you find easiest, that is easiest to you. Comment below. Subscribe for more of the Moses Learn Lab tips as we keep advancing in extraction of text. God bless you as you share.